up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you my rig that I use for honest to God everything from like clean neo soul to really anything I play that's not metal. So if you are not a metalhead, this will do everything you need it to do. Really my design philosophy when I'm coming up with presets generally is that I enjoy a really good clean amp and then building around that amp. So the preset you're going to see today, it's that. I took my favorite clean amp on here and I built a preset around it. Now, in full disclosure, I'm doing a lot of recording work and I use a lot of Archetype Plenty. So this is heavily inspired by Archetype Plenty. So if you enjoy like modern guitar music, if you know who Plenty is, then you're going to love this preset. But seriously, I use this from everything from Sean. It's you know, John Mayer. And everything in between. Stevie Ray Vaughan. And it even does a little bit of the country thing. Check it out. I'd probably still prefer a Vox, but it'll do it. Again, this is really my everything name, as you can see here. So let's kind of walk walk the dog on it, and I'll explain kind of my thought process. So one, some signal chain stuff. I'm always going to run a compressor on most of my rigs. I don't know, I'm just spoiled. I'm used to using them. That's what I love. So it's always going to be my first thing. Then I'll tend to do drives, some form of modulation, which I'll show you this in a second. Then I'll typically do 2 delays depending on really what I hear. So I have a pre-delay that I'll show you in a second, and then a post-delay that I separate from my reverb. And then post-amp, I have another modulation, which is my chorus pedal. I really like this JC chorus. It does a really good job. Alright, so for the compressor, I'm kind of compressing a lot, to be honest. First, if I turn it off. But I like the way it colors the tone, so I'm okay with it. My next favorite pedal on here, which has replaced the Mythic Drive 1 for me, is the Mythic Drive 2. Second, even better. Listen, man, this pedal does it all. Check it out. It's great, man. It really handles everything. Really cool pedal. It just sounds good. You can, one thing I dialed in on this is making sure the output was the same. So if you listen to my clean tone, or my drive tone, there's not a huge spike in volume. I did that intentionally because I use a lot of edge of breakup tones. Like, I'm not really a big distortion guy, in full disclosure. There are some times where I do use high gain amps, but most of the time, just give me a drive pedal and a clean amp. So, alright, let me show you some more fun stuff. I've been like using this pedal a lot lately. So think like Allman Brothers in memory of Elizabeth Reed. But it's really cool when you use it in tandem with the drive pedal. But yeah, the rotary vibe pedal is just, it's really versatile. And you can really come in and dial it in what you want. So sometimes I'll put it on the slow mode. pretty pedal. Alright, and now I'm doing two different types of delays. I have a pre-delay and a post-delay. This dynamic pedal is just really cool. You can see the settings I have it here, and the mix is kind of pulled back. My feedback I increased, and I pulled my time back just a hair. But this is really cool just for like... adds a little bit of something. That's the best way I can describe it, especially if you run it with that drive pedal. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Then I have my chorus post amp. It's just a mono chorus. I just think it adds a lot to a guitar sound. I mean, it's very 80s, but chorus is coming back, man. Cool pedal. And then the reverb I'm running is a cloud reverb. This pedal took me a while to really dial in because it can be really overwhelming, but in my opinion, if you're a big fan of modern guitar, or any like Quad Cortex or Neural DSP plugin, and you love those like really crazy luscious reverbs, I think this is the best one on the Toolmaster Pro. Now, it does all, you know, the Toolmaster Pro does all the great classic reverbs, but in my opinion, this is kind of like a more modern reverb, if you will. So yeah, I just kind of went through, dialed it in to taste, and spent a lot of time getting this to sound not overwhelming. Sweet. And then last, I have the Memory Man on. Just sounds really cool. So what I'm going to do now, if you decide to pick up this preset, which you can buy it at the link below, I'm just going to kind of show you some of my favorite pedals to mash together. The way that I have this programmed is, honestly, I just like using these as pedals. For like the live streams that you guys catch me on, this just kind of works better for the way that my brain works. I know some people love scenes. I'm just, I prefer turning on a pedal off and on. I know it's kind of like barbaric, but that's just what I like. So that's the way this is programmed. This would be super simple to create scenes from, if that's your thing. So that way you can kind of experiment with different pedal combinations. But let me show you. We're going to do... So I'm running the rotary, the pre-dynamic, and post-dynamic. It's just cool sounds for like chord work. Combo, and then we can even throw in some modulation. also do anything with the overdrive is going to sound really cool. See, man, the delay is just fun to mess with. But hey, all, this is going to conclude my rig rundown for today on Tonal Master Tuesday. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel and hanging out with me and learning a little bit about sound design from a digital perspective. I have a new offer for you guys. If y'all are interested in booking a 1-hour time where we work together on your rigs and doing everything from learning how to program sounds that you want to love out of this thing to doing like, hey, can you help me set this up for studio or whatever you need, Tonemaster Pro or FM9, Axe FX, any digital processor. You can book that using the link below. The link below is going to take you to my shop. If you're interested in snagging this preset or any other presets I've built so far, you can snag those there, and I hope all of you guys have a happy holidays. It's around Christmas time for us, so I don't know what my publishing schedule is going to look like coming up. I'm trying to shoot out a bunch of these videos before we do all the holiday madness of traveling around and seeing everybody. But I appreciate all of y'all, and I'm sure the channel is going to grow after Christmas when a lot of you guys wake up and realize, oh snap, I haven't been bad. I didn't get coal. I got a Tonemaster Pro. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.